gap will be closed. Better housing, better education, better health care, and yes, lands and resources coming back to First Nations people, because we know it's assumed Crown sovereignty.
Perry Bellegarde tonight after being re-elected as the National Chief of the Assembly of First Nations. That's one of the biggest players in relations between First Nations and the federal government. He won on the second ballot, picking up just over the required 60% of the vote. Now, Renee Filipponi is at the annual General Assembly in Vancouver. She joins us now. So, Renee, let's start with the significance of this. What does Bellegarde's win mean for the AFN moving forward?
Well, Andrew, it means the status quo will continue, that the Chiefs here supported the relationship that Bellegarde and the AFN under him had been building with the federal government, something his critics say was much too close. They say that Bellegarde was treating the AFN like it was its own arm of government and negotiating on behalf of all First Nations with the feds when they really should be acting like a lobby group. Now, it's up to Chiefs to elect the leader of the AFN, and 500 of them did. And some of the folks running against Bellegarde took issue with that and how the AFN is run, saying it doesn't really represent First Nations people right across the country. Clearly, when it came down to the election today, that didn't matter. But what we do know going forward is that that relationship that the federal government is trying to build, and their new relationship when it comes to Indigenous rights that they're hoping to put to the House of Commons in the fall, well, with Bellegarde at the helm of the AFN, it looks like that will likely be something to move ahead.
And Renee, I've been following along all day. I know not everyone is happy with how today's vote unfolded. Can you take us back and explain what happened there?
Yeah, absolutely. The Minister for Crown and Indigenous Relations was here at the AFN speaking with a group of Alberta chiefs. The opposition to Bellegarde says this is essentially election interference, saying that it's in the federal government's best interest to keep that status quo when she shouldn't have been here at all. Now, she says that she did not speak to anyone about how to vote or who to vote for, and Bellegarde's people say they had nothing to do with her being here today.
Okay, Renee Filipponi in Vancouver.